So you know what'll make a firefighter look extremely dumb? What? What you say, Bob?
Simple things. Simple things.
So there's three. So look, me and him went to a heavy rescue conference last year, and one of the guys talking, he said this is what they require to get on their rescue company. You got to do three things. Like you got to do practicals. You got to run a ratchet. You got to run a high lift jack. And you got to run a cable come along. Those three things will make you look dumb, right? So a ratchet is one. So let's talk about ratchets real quick. Why do some people pull this all the way out or split the difference, right? When we're using these. Just like, man, these ratchet straps. So pull those, split just what you just did, Cap. Okay. Right, and then a lot of people wrap from this point, right? Some people close this up, wrap it. This is what I like. Again, I got this from Chief O'Donnell. So typically, again, our working length is only about 3 to 4 foot for standard vehicles. So if you take this, so I'll tell you a little alligator story, right? So Chief O'Donnell's he's from South Carolina. He grew up in Charleston. He said, you know, when you was a kid, you grew up, you knew you never put your hand in the mouth of an alligator, right? So don't stick when you're wrapping this, don't wrap your ratchet this way because it's gonna come out backwards. Always stick them in the ass, and you can edit that out later.
Probably not.
Stick them in the ass. You never come in the alligator in front. You always come from the back end, right? So wrap it from the back. That way, keep your hands out. It's like the other thing he would always say is when you was in grade school, right? The Pac-Man points to lesser or greater, right? So come from the back. Pull it up. I know I got a long waist, but doesn't matter. About waist height, just off the ground for me. So I know that's where I'm at. For my lengthwise, I'm gonna open this all the way up in the neutral position. And then my first wrap is gonna be handle down. So both of my hooks are gonna fall right here. Both of those hooks, if this was on correctly, which is not bad, are gonna line up just like that. That right there is where everybody always gets hung up. If this hook was wrapped this way, it'd hang just like that. And now I can sit here and wrap this up. We keep ours in the bag. We got like a little go bag, got 2 ratchets, 3 clusters. So when I walk up and I pull this out of the bag, I simply can drop this as I'm walking up there and I'm already at my working length, right? This will go to my vehicle, this will go to my strut. And I'm already in that position, neutral, I can tension it up as much as I need. If I need it longer because I'm doing something like this, I just hand it to you, right? Now I can adjust whatever length I need. It's just a way. It's not the right way. Unless you ride my truck, this is the only way. You probably like that too, aren't you?
I like that.
But again, the black handle will always go down first. And now when you wrap it, it's nice and clean. There's not little stuff sticking out. It's in the neutral position, so we're already ready to go. If you lock it in the lock position, again, these things will make you look dumb if you don't put your hands on them a lot. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, in the dark, with gloves on. You got people yelling and screaming. You're trying to beat the ladder truck there, you know, to get the extrication, but we still got to do stabilization. But that right there is it. Cool? Yeah. Y'all good over there? Y'all want to see this real quick? We'll do a in-service training, right? So, any of the plastic handle ratchets. So if you look at the plastic handle ratchets, right? So what Paratech or BA, again, I'm gonna claim this as a Paratech thing, it's not Paratech. So with our ratchets, so think of a ratchet as a kind of like a gear shift, right? So we've got in your car, where do you put your car when you want your car to go? You put in drive. So right now it's in drive. When I get to a place where I'm done in drive and I want to go to get out of the vehicle to go inside the Starbucks or wherever you go, right, to go get your cold drinks, what do?
Park.
So I put in park. So put in park is always going to be this position. That's the lock position. Why do we put it in park?
So don't go nowhere.
So somebody doesn't accidentally come by and can push your car out of the way, right? What's the other position that we don't use anymore? A lot of people use it in standard drive.
Neutral.
It's what?
Neutral.
All right, so neutral. So where is neutral? Neutral's gonna be all the way to the front. So when I put it in neutral, what happens with my ratchet?
Free spins.
It free spins, so that means I can break it loose, right? The one option Paratech or BA Products has done, if you look on this ratchet real quick, if I don't fall over. So if I'm all the way back, that's in park, right? So you got your 2 nipples right here. It's in park, this handle won't come out. To disengage it, if I'm in a manual transmission, what have I got to do to take it out of one gear, put it in another? I got to pull my clutch. This right here is my clutch. Okay, so I pull my clutch, take it out of park, I go straight into drive. Now I'm into drive, I can go as much as I want to go, correct? When I get done, I'm gonna put it back in park. With this, I'm gonna put just a little bit of tension. The cool thing about this is most ratchets that you find, when we need to take out a little bit, what have we got to do? Gotta go all the way back. So if I go all the way to neutral, how does it release this? Does it release it in a control banner? It'll pop it and it's free spin, right? So what if I'm doing a lift? If I'm using ratchets, I need to do a lift and I need to let it out just a little bit, right? So BA Products has created, this one actually has a reverse. The only ones that has a reverse is the ones with a rubber or the plastic handle. So if you look right here, there's a nipple here and a nipple here. This space right here is your reverse. If I go beyond that to right here, that's neutral. So it is a fine area, but I can drop this right over that first nipple. I'm in reverse, and all I'm gonna do is push down.
Oh, that's cool.
However much I need to do, and then once I'm good, I've got slack in it, I can go to neutral now and adjust it however I want to adjust it. Cool. Ratchets, we should be running our ratchets the exact same way. Our hooks are in the up position, right? Just like we talked with our chains last night. You can buy these from Paratech. I ain't gonna tell you the cost because I'm not a salesperson. Or you can buy them from BA Products or anybody that sells BA Products. You typically have to buy the ratchet assembly and then the actual webbing separately. But you can convert all your ratchets over with just this piece. It's still 10,000 pound breaking strength, 3,300 pound working load limit. Cool. Where this will come into play is when we start capturing suspension, when we get ready to let it go, right? Pop it over into that reverse position, just past this, between these two, just past this nipple. If you look, it's kind of hard to see. There's a release mechanism here where my fingernail's at, and a release mechanism here where my fingernail's at on the other side. When that pops there, it'll drop there, and then as I push this, that release mechanism just pops this back one time. That's all it's doing. And you can let the tension out that way. Cool.